Do you ever feel like you're putting in the hours on YouTube, but the growth just isn't happening fast enough for you? You're not alone. Most new YouTubers feel that way, and today we're going to talk about how you could use the tools that are in YouTube Studio to help you understand your audience better and to help you to increase your growth. I'm going to share with you the learnings that I've had this week so that you can avoid those same pitfalls and also take advantage of the successes that I've had. Hi everyone, I'm Chris. If you're new here, this is the Data Engineering channel where I take my 25 years in the data realm and apply them to YouTube and the analytics that are here to help me to grow my channel so that I can get the word out about how easy it is to enter into the data realm out into the universe. So follow me as today we're going to cover YouTube Studio and the different analytics that you could look at so that you can understand your audience better and help you to focus more on the things that they like. Let's jump right in. All right, let's jump right into the analytics. So for the last 7 days, I've gained 25 subscribers, 22.6 watch hours, and 1.8K views, which is super exciting. Everything is green and up and looks great. So the 1.8K views is 330% more than the previous 7 days. I achieved a lot of that by doing a live stream last Saturday. So I had a lot of success with that, both in the number of subscribers as well as in the number of views. So we'll talk more about that during my learnings for the week, but just know that live streams really can seem to help. Watch time hours, 22.6, which is a 60% jump from over the last 7 days. Big spike in views, in watch time hours. When I did a few shorts on the 29th, which we'll cover here in a moment, why that's not as exciting as it might seem. And but a lot of my watch time hours honestly have been from long form views this week. So super excited about that. Did gain about 15 watch time hours just from long form views. So super excited. Most exciting, 25 new subscribers, 39% more than the previous week. First time I'm over 25 subscribers in a few weeks here. So super excited. I am actually up to 231 this morning with another gain of 4. So exciting growth this week. A lot of it I do attribute to that live, but some of it has been from some of my shorts as well. So we'll talk more about that during my learnings for the week, but those are my stats for the week. I do want to talk this week a little bit more about YouTube Studio and the different things to look at that are important when you're looking at all of the stats. And I'm also going to touch on why you don't buy views. There's this thing out there where you could buy views or pay, some platform to have people go out and watch your videos, but that really dilutes your analytics, because those are people that they're not watching your whole video, they're not clicking through to another video, and so it not only messes with the algorithm and how your videos get put out to other people, but also it messes with the analytics on your channel. You won't be able to tell what your high points are in your videos, and it'll mess things up. A lot of times as a new YouTuber, it's hard enough because you don't always have enough views to get much insight. But so don't buy views, because it'll make it that much worse. So the first thing that I want to show you is if you go into your YouTube Studio and come down, go to your channel analytics right here, and come down to where it says see more underneath here. It's going to take you to this chart and kind of give you an idea of your content and your views by your content. And it's a great line graph, great information here. You kind of see for the last 7 days or 28 days or whatever days that you choose here, where your big wins are as far as your views. What's really cool here, one of my favorite pieces of these charts here though, is this traffic source. And if you go to traffic source, you'll see underneath here, there's these blue links. If you click on YouTube search, it'll actually break out all the different search content that led people to the views that it's showing in the chart. This is good for a couple things. One, it'll show you if what you're putting out is matching what people are searching for. So when I first started, there were all kinds of weird things in here that would pop up. But now it's really getting to be the things that I want it to be. Azure Synapse, Data Engineer, Azure Synapse Analytics, a lot of Azure stuff, but including some stuff like data engineering, AWS stuff, general data engineering things. Again, a lot of Azure stuff. But then you'll see down in the bottom here, I don't know what this is. So that doesn't make sense. I don't know what this is. Day in the life of a data engineer makes sense. Ninja Tools paper does not make sense. Pranks does not make sense. slumps up does not make sense. These are onesie twosie things that for some reason, the ketchup song, I don't know what the ketchup song is. So obviously I've not made videos about the ketchup song, not for a data engineering channel. So weird things will continue to pop up in there. But if I expand this to like 90 days, you'll see that a lot of them, over the last 90 days, a lot of them do relate, which is great. But you get down through here and there's weird stuff that pops up. And I don't have any clue as to what some of these things are. But luckily, a lot of them do relate to the channel. So check that out for your channel. See what people are searching for, what those sources are. A lot of things that these things, anything that's blue, you could click on. And it'll give you, drill in, you get a little bit more information. So you could see traffic source by subscriptions, 61, watch later, those are things that people have saved to come back to, watch history, personalized playlists. So I've been added to somebody's personalized playlists and they've added some of my videos. So that's really cool. So suggested videos are always interesting. These are other videos that are suggesting your videos. What are anchor texts? Makes sense. This Japanese stuff, who knows? I have no clue as to what that video was. You can, hover over it and it'll show you, and you could click view on YouTube and see more about that video. Some of these make sense. What materials to study to pass PMP? Maybe somebody's interested in being a PMP that is also interested in data concepts. Master Python loops, that's actually one of my videos. So that's just somebody going from one of my videos to another one of my videos, which is always super exciting. Realistic, this is also another of my videos, but this talk to Django is something that's coming back to my video, probably coming back to one of my Python videos, because Django's a part of Python. Mastering C++, some of it's programming stuff, so that makes sense. Switching careers, deadly mistakes in data engineering interviews, that's, again, another one of mine. A lot of these are mine, referring back to mine, but this Harvard CS50 class, super exciting that it's, another computer science class is referring back to some of my videos. But some of these don't make sense. I mean, the SOAP GraphQL probably is relating back to maybe my API videos. So some of it, you could probably logic out as to why it's doing that. If you can't, you probably might look a little bit deeper into maybe your tags, maybe your description. There might be some common words there that one is leading to the other. So pay attention to that. That's an important piece to understand and know, so that you're making sure that you're putting the right tags and the right verbiage in your descriptions so that other videos that are going to relate to your videos correctly relate to your videos, and it doesn't drive down your watch time or anything like that because people are just clicking off of it. Playlists, you click on playlists, and it'll kind of give you your playlists that people have used in order to come back and watch videos from. Channel pages, suggested videos, related shorts, end screens. The end screens is always cool because you could see which of your end screens are being clicked into to get to different videos. So that's super cool. People are actually clicking through those. So all kinds of great insights that you could get here overall for your videos. Hashtag pages, shorts. People don't use hashtags a whole lot on YouTube to get to different things. Video cards and annotations revolutionize your workflow. So super cool information that you get from here. There's all kinds of other things that you could get from here. I look a lot at the subscription source because it kind of tells you where your subscriptions are coming from, whether they're coming directly from people going to your YouTube channel, whether they're coming from your shorts feed, here's one that I lost because the person closed their YouTube account. So it'll show you, the cool thing about this one is it also shows you the subscribers that you've lost and where you've lost them. Generally, the where you've lost them is not helpful because usually it just comes up as other. Sometimes it'll come up under subscription channel list, which honestly, the subscription channel list piece may even be a mistake. They may have meant to subscribe and they unsubscribed instead. So you can see all kinds of stuff. You'd see where you lost subscribers. You can see where you gained subscribers, whether they're from a watch page or a community post. I actually get a fair amount of subscribers from the community posts. So, don't neglect your community posts when you're doing your strategy for your YouTube channel. Community posts are a great way to engage with your community and with people that are not yet in your community. It will draw people in. I do a lot of quizzes out there, a lot of surveys, so apparently people like those. So you could see that I got a good amount of subscribers from community posts. So it's super exciting. Again, looking at the last 7 days, I did gain 7 subscribers from my community posts. So not insignificant. A lot of them are from the YouTube watch page or from just your YouTube channel. If you hover over these and hover over the question marks, you'll see subscriptions come from subscribe button on your channel page, or subscriptions from the subscribe button on your video watch pages, so on and so forth. You could even drill into that, but really that's just a total. So super cool community post, also just a total. It would be cool if on the community posts it would add in which posts that people were maybe engaging with. That'd be neat, but it does not yet. Maybe that could be a future enhancement for YouTube. So again, super cool. I like the charts. I like the line graphs. You can change this to a bar chart if you like bar charts better. For some people, it's a little bit easier to understand. Absolutely fine. Definitely easier to read the bars than all the lines. So super cool. So that's one way to use YouTube Studio to kind of see where things are falling. Another way is through this audience piece. This audience piece will tell you which of your videos are growing your audience, and you'll see that like this one has new viewers who returned is high for this. It's one of the shorts I did early on, so super cool that people are coming back to watch that. And again, your content really does a good job of breaking down where different pieces of your analytics are coming from, where returning users are coming back and returning to, whether it's long form videos or shorts or live streams. And you could even drill into just the videos, right? You can see that I have 13.6K impressions, 326 views, 1.4% click-through rate, which maybe isn't great, and your average watch time. And then the cool thing here is you can kind of click through your videos. The percent of people that are still watching at 30 seconds is a metric that YouTube looks at and is important. So anything, a lot of people are right around 30% when it comes to that, a lot of videos. So, if you're over 30% on that, then you're doing awesome. Knowing that that's where you lose a lot of your viewership in the first 30 seconds. When sometimes you'll see here different top moments or spikes or dips. Sometimes you'll have those, sometimes you won't. None of these last handful of videos for me do, but this is a great way to see the top moments in your video where people maybe are rewinding to and watching over and over, or the spikes or the dips, same thing. People that are either rewinding for the spikes and rewatching a certain part, or for the dips, they're fast forwarding through because they've gotten bored, but they still want to see something later on in the video. So be sure to keep an eye on those. You click, like I said, to click through the videos. If those do light up, you could click on them and it'll go directly to that part of your video, and you could hit play and you could watch that part of your video. So that's a great way to understand what parts of your video your viewers and your subscribers are really enjoying, and which parts of your videos maybe they're not, and maybe you need to learn to cut those types of pieces out of future videos. So keep an eye on that. Super important piece to understanding your audience and what they like and what they don't like. Also, a really cool piece on this page is how viewers find your videos. So you could come to external and you could see that 56% of my viewers come from Facebook. That is where I do promote most of my videos when I do cross share to other platforms. But 6% is a Google search. Don't count out Google searches. Videos do show up in Google searches. So really cool. You can see your top views or top videos over the last 7 days. This sequel to Basics to Advanced. This is a video that I created over a month ago that all of a sudden has really taken off. You can see the last 7 days it's gotten almost 100 views, which is big in comparison to my other videos. So it continues to grow, has really taken off over the last week. So don't ever count one of your videos out. You don't know when it's going to start to catch on and take off. So those are the key things that I want to cover today in studio. The last thing that I do want to cover that's new here, I talked a little bit about the community page, and I don't know if I just missed it before, but I don't think it was here before. There's now, if you go to content, you'll see posts, and so this is your community tab. You can now create a new post from within Studio. I used to have to go to my page, to the community tab, and then create a post. Now when you, oops, not the help. Now when you hit create and create post, it will take you to your community tab, but at least you're not having to go to your YouTube page and then to the community tab. It saves a couple steps. So really cool. In addition, when you're on this tab, you could hit edit and for the details, and you could see what the details are. You know, it's received 11 answers. We've got 91% have gotten it right, 9% have gotten it wrong. You could look at any comments that you could remove the filter for I haven't responded, seeing if anybody's made any comments. Not a whole lot here, but there's a link directly to the quiz that if you wanted to share the quiz on another platform, then you can. But you can at least see the answers for quiz questions or surveys without, again, having to go directly to your community tab and viewing them. So great resource that they've added to YouTube Studio that maybe I just didn't notice it before, but I don't think it was there before. So I'm super excited about that. If you are a content creator and you did notice that before, let me know in the comments. Maybe I did just miss it before. So those are the YouTube Studio things that I wanted to show you this week. This is a video on the dashboard page. You know, it'll always show you your latest video, and if it's 1 of 10, you'll see those little confetti things go off. This is a video that just posted this morning, so it's doing fairly well in comparison to some of my other videos I've posted lately, but at least in the first handful of hours. So super excited about that. So those are my analytics for this week. Let's jump into the things that I've learned this week. There are three things that I want to share with you this week that I learned. One, tags. Do not slack on the tags. Tags are super important in your YouTube videos, especially as a new creator. Making sure that you are appropriately naming your videos, providing a good description, and then providing appropriate tags is important for YouTube to understand what your audience is as a new YouTuber and who it's going to show your videos to. Couple things to note here. There's something called keyword stuffing that if you do will actually hurt your chances on YouTube as well as in Google. Keyword stuffing is a SEO concept that back in the day was really frowned upon in SEO. So SEO is search engine optimization, and what that means is it is when the algorithms go through and read your video, read your description, read your title, will make a determination and kind of score your video based on the words that it sees. And when it sees keyword stuffing, and keyword stuffing is when you put a ton of hashtags in there that maybe are not necessarily relatable, but you want those types of people to watch your video, it's bad because it'll understand that you're just doing keyword stuffing and you didn't put any actual relevant good replications of those words in your description that actually relate to your video. So don't do keyword stuffing. It's not good. So, but all that to say, use the tags, put in the tags the things that you think people will search for, that you want people to search for in order to get to your videos, and it will help with getting your video out there to the right audience. I noticed a couple of them I had uploaded and forgot to do the tags. I went in, put the tags on, and immediately the video started taking off. So important to put the tags in there. Point number 2, going live. I went live on Saturday for an hour and only got about 3 people that came in during the live session. However, it was more than I had the previous live session that I had. I'd done one previously for about 10 minutes and nobody showed up. So did this one, 12 people showed up. They were interactive, asked a bunch of questions. So was super excited about that, answered those questions, and immediately that video did really well upon finishing, and it really has drawn people into the channel, and I've gotten a lot of subscribers from going live. So try going live. If you haven't done it yet, It's not nearly as intimidating as you might think it is. And if nobody shows up, then nobody shows up. But if they do, then you get some interaction with your community. Then that's awesome. So, final point that I want to talk about this week is I've started using Microsoft Designer for my thumbnails. If you haven't done that yet, it is a free tool. You could go out and use, if you're a PC person, when you when you take a photo, you could actually edit in Designer. And so when you click on that, it'll take you to Designer. It'll automatically put your image in there that you were planning to edit anyways. And there's even a part of it that's AI that you could type in the description of your video. You could type in what you want the image to look like, and it will create a handful of suggestions. So I've been using that. I really like it. I could upload the image of myself, tell it what words I want to put in there. It will go through and create a background and put those words in there appropriately, correctly spelled, put those words in there. And it's done really well for me. So check it out if you haven't yet. If you're still looking for something, I know a lot of people use Canva. I don't like Canva, but I know it's super popular. It wasn't something that really felt like me, but I like Microsoft Designer. Check it out. So that is really all I've got for you this week. I hope that you learned something this week. If you're interested in learning more about my YouTube journey, be sure to check out those videos. If you're interested in learning more about data engineering concepts, be sure to check out those. And if you'd like to continue to watch me on my journey, be sure to like and subscribe for more. And I will talk to you next week.